Okay, so let's get into the actual slide so we could talk a little bit about the compensation plan of Neo Mining and Technologies. So if we get into the actual slides, and I hope you guys can see these slides. You guys see that the slides large right there? Okay, great. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the entire look and feel of the company, whether it is the branding, whether it is the actual compensation plan, what do we do, where are we based out of, everything from beginning to end. So Neo Mining Technologies is an opportunity to be able to earn income in the cryptocurrency market. Now, the opportunity came from a very old industry. And by old, I mean, we all understand one thing. The money of today is definitely changing. It has been evolving. And back in the day, our money was backed by gold and silver. And in Fort Knox, Kentucky, you were able to see how much gold and silver you have in there as a government to be able to say, okay, the US dollar is valued because we have this much gold, but that doesn't exist anymore. Now, there's also another problem with any currency around the world. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's quarters, with the dollar, whether it's pesos, pounds, lira, or Canadian money, you have issues, and the issue is called the double spending problem. See, what happens in governments when it comes to the economy and why this opportunity is so big in the cryptocurrency market is because money is produced and printed by a single government. And in every single different country, there's a government controlling it, it's centralized. So what happens? Who dictates how much more they could print? The government does. And of course, there's not enough resources like gold and silver to back up all the money in the world. It's just not going to happen. Why? Because gold and silver is not growing, but the population is growing. So we have outgrown the amount of gold and silver. That is where the value of silver and gold come from $1,200 an ounce. In order for our government to fall out of debt and be able to have gold and silver, being able to back up our dollar once again, each ounce should be at least $12,000. So it has been an issue for every single country. That is why there is a new solution. And the new solution they seeked out was MasterCard and Visa, right? And what happens with MasterCard and Visa? I'm going to ask you guys a question. How many of you guys have more money in your MasterCard and Visa than you do in your pocket as money? Of course, people are changing into the digital world, and that's where Visa and MasterCard come in. Nowadays, people have more money in their bank accounts and use their Visa and MasterCard to be able to do transactions. Therefore, the tangible market, once again, is being vanished and obliterated thanks to technology, Visa, MasterCard. We saw this happen in the past with the emails taking out the entire postal industry. You used to lick little stamps, send a mail letter to whoever you were trying to get access to, and now you just send an email. You used to rent movies at your local store. Now you just stream it through Netflix or Hulu. You used to just have to call, for instance, call a taxi. Now it's an application that manages everything, lets you know how real life time they're coming around the corner. Even real estate is tapped into the digital and the technology industry, Airbnb. And we're looking at this continuously grow, but now there's a new era. There's a shift going on. We've all seen this little new chip in our Visa MasterCard. This chip came from the blockchain technology, which is the internet and what backs up cryptocurrency. What it does is it transacts the payment for your US fiat money through the Visa card, and it creates a sequence code attached to the internet of 1001. They're just ones and zeros, and therefore it prevents hackers from coming in and hacking your Visa card and taking your money. But that technology came from blockchain technology. Ethereum and Bitcoin are decentralized, as in what you see now in your Visa, MasterCard, it is still centralized. Although it is technology, it is still a government bank system internationally in different areas in the world, of course. But the actual technology you see right here with cryptocurrency, it is decentralized. It means that it's not owned by a single person, if not all. Now, there's different types of technologies depending what cryptocurrency we're talking about. If we're talking about Neocoin, you're talking about, yes, a decentralized gas technology. POS is the system that Neocoin runs off. And Neocoin has a distributed technology, which means it does have its tokens within the crypto. The same thing with Ethereum. Although Ethereum is POW technology, it still contains a gas technology, and it contains tokens within itself called ethers. And it is also decentralized, but at the same time, it is distributed, which means they're all connected. There is no downtime on these cryptos. Then you have Bitcoin, which is decentralized peer-to-peer. And these are all cryptocurrencies that are in the ledger, which means everybody knows about everyone's wallet, but there is no username or first name, last name, no social security tapped into this actual industry. It makes a big impact. If you catch just a little glimpse of what this means, the evolution that has been taken by being able to make this possible and treat it like quote unquote money, which is changing, and you then begin to see a little bit of why you would like to be in this industry. And not to make it too much just about talking about neo mining and technologies, because we'll get there for a second. But in order for you to understand what neo mining and technology is, you need to understand the industry and the potential that it has for the future of many families. And with that, what I'm trying to say here is when you look at the cryptocurrency market, I know a lot of people look at it and they're just completely beat down to the ground with all this information, have no idea what it is. In basic terms, what I am saying, it is not normal as of right now. But if someone would try to explain you how your Visa and MasterCard would work, it would sound just the same as this cryptocurrency market. There's ones and zeros being transacted from different servers and being verified. The difference is the decentralization and the backup that they have. For instance, if all the silver and gold disappeared from planet Earth and vanished, what would be of the world? Some would say chaotic because our money is backed by gold. Some say not much different. But, you kind of have that I don't know scenario. I just think this might happen. But when you talk about the internet vanishing, which is what backs up cryptocurrency, the blockchain, now you kind of get the vibe of what would happen. Because back in the day, your television worked off an antenna, which now it doesn't work off an antenna. It's worked off satellite. So it is definitely going to need internet. Although you don't think it does, it is a satellite imaging that works off the internet. So how would the world manage without any TV, any radio, any cell phones? The gas pumps at local stores run off internet to be able to know when to turn on and off signals from how much you paid inside in the actual cashier. Your banking system would not work. There would be no exchanges in America from across seas to purchase any type of supplies or export. I mean, the world would literally freeze. It would be completely different than it is right now. We'd go back further before we even invented the internet, because everything has been, things that weren't using internet back then are now adapting to using internet. So it would be chaotic. And that is what backs up these cryptocurrencies, the technology, the blockchain, something that is decentralized. The blockchain is changing the world. The blockchain allows people to do things that that money cannot do. Contracts, smart contracts, a signature that will never be erased from the blockchain. Even if it is altered, it has permission from the actual person who signed it off. For instance, if you could own real estate and the government decides to build actual freeway, highway, right over your house and your territory, you have no option. You will get kicked out and you will get your check, and that's it. They will do what they have to do. Now, blockchain allows you to be able to purchase as well, and that you guys could research this just to get the glimpse of what this industry is and why neo mining is designing this for the masses, is that people could actually, through blockchain, purchase their land. And once they purchase the land in the blockchain, you could put the code, the sequence code, and the cryptography to be able to put the name of the person who owns that. And that can never be changed because the person, the owner, will have the key. Even if you were kicked out, there will be, I do believe there is a brighter future that will settle the oceans that are now being moved because of cryptocurrency. Now, blockchain technology is designed to protect cryptocurrency. What is blockchain? 10 minutes of the entire internet's life. Every click on Facebook, every click on Google, every like on any of the social medias, video streaming, doesn't matter, is comprised into a mathematical equation, and it's called a block. And this block has a forever changing code of ones and zeros. That means if anybody would try to hack the blockchain, they would first have to hack the computer they started, and then from that computer they have to hack the next computers. Literally every single computer connected one to another around the world at the same exact time. And at the same exact time that they're trying to hack these computers, the blockchain is continuously changing. With every click, it changes its pattern. It is impossible. There's no way. And even if they did manage to hack one block, then they'd have to hack the block below that one, and then the next block, and the next block, all the way down to the very first block that was ever designed back in 2008, early 2008, as a matter of fact, maybe even sooner, with Satoshi Nakamoto, the designer of Bitcoin. And it is definitely a growing industry, and it is going to change lives, because what I do want to emphasize here before I go on is you want to be positioned in the future before the rest of the world arrives. By the time the rest of the world considers it normal, the opportunity will no longer be the same. Now, Neomining and Technologies is based out of Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is the capital of technologies and entrepreneurialism around the world. You find big corporations there. Our neighbor is Oracle, as well as Windows, EA Sports. We have also PayPal, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all around, as well as Intel, NVIDIA, which is one of our partners, and Radeon, Intel, another one of our partners. It's very important to be able to manage a company that has partnerships in that ilk. So we definitely are based out of Silicon Valley. We do have a U.S. Registry as a mining company. We're not a Ponzi. We're not a company that's here today, gone tomorrow. Our vision is long-term, definitely. And we'll make sure on our end that everything that we are doing, everything we're saying we are doing as well, is going to be shown to you guys. I know a lot of the leaders have actually came out to corporate office already, seen the office, got to look at the mining machines to see that we know what we're doing. They saw the real lifetime, how fast a mining machine could be set up with our own mining software that makes it so much smoother. And that is very important for us. So we are in a huge industry. This is headquarters, and we are a mining company. We're starting by mining Ethereum, and we are going to be mining different cryptocurrencies such as Zcash, Monero, Ethereum Classic, UB, and so much other cryptocurrencies that we already have a software integrated, but we have to start one at a time, and we will be releasing them as we go along into the future of the company. Now, there's 3 different packages within our services. Our first service is called the NI, and the NI is $350, and it gives you 14 mega hashes each month for an entire 2 years. Now, what are mega hashes? See, I wish this would be something that could be easily explained, but it cannot. So therefore, I will try my best to explain it. And in general, what I am trying to say here with a mega hash is I'm going to compare it to the actual internet downloading to make it a little bit easier. So if you're going to download a picture that is 1 gigabyte and your internet is downloading, 50% of a big gig, half of a gigabyte in every hour, obviously it's going to take 2 hours for that to download. And it's a speed. Now, if it's downloading 1 gigabyte per second, then it's going to download that picture right away and within a second. So a speed, the mega hashes are a speed of mining, and this is the speed that the computers are mathematically putting together these equations, verifying transactions from wallet to wallet across the world in the cryptocurrency market. Now, depending on the speed, obviously the amounts of crypto will be a lot different, and the return will be a lot different. Now, that also bases on the actual how hard the equation is versus the mathematical equation behind the cryptography of what cryptocurrency we are mining. Now, we will never offer a service that doesn't benefit our customers, meaning if it's not profitable on your guys' end, then we're never going to offer that service. As of right now, yes, Ethereum is profitable. I do understand that Ethereum's cryptography is continually changing, and they are converting from POW to POS, proof of stake, which we're prepared for that. Don't worry, we are keeping on top of our entire knowledge based on the cryptocurrency. The second package we have is called the NV, and the NV is $17.50. We do take Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as you can pay with USD. It's 70 mega hashes per second on a contract of 2 years, and your return will begin on a monthly. Every single month you'll receive transactions directly to your back office portal that we provide. I will get to that, and you could withdraw into your wallet. We cannot transfer from our back office from member to member and sell credits and all that. No, we don't do that here. We're a legit company, and we will pay you directly to your blockchain, which means everything you see in your back office that is earned in that wallet is real cryptocurrency. They're not digital points, it's crypto. And this is fairly important. Now you move on to the NX package. This service is 140 mega hashes per second for a 2-year contract as well. And it's mining Ethereum. You will have the option to mine other cryptocurrencies as well. These are 3 services. We are adding other services as well as a product. All the products and services we offer will always have to do with this industry. It won't be anything other than the cryptocurrency market. So you can upgrade your package by paying the difference between the packages to be able to move up to the NX package. And you could do that by yourself at your own will, at your own time, in your own portal. Now, the NX members that come in here, 100 members will be able to become founders within the company. There are perks with becoming a founder. One of the perks with being a founder is that you get the ability to participate in the founders sharehold, which means the first 10 founders out of the 100 founders that came into this company will have the potential to grow to the very pinnacle of our compensation plan. And if you're one of the first 10 to do so, you will receive shares from the company. That means you will have your own certificate signed and sealed by the corporate. And you could take that to an attorney and verify that it is definitely a certificate that is real, that you have the ownership of your portions of shares of the company. Now, we could do this because we are registered. And that is, I believe that in a company's growth, their whole entire success is based on the field. It's based on the people out there putting in the work. So we decided to go ahead and do that. And we are opening the doors, and you guys could see that we're going to launch the actual countdown in our actual website, Neominetech.com. So you guys could be prepared for that. You receive your own personalized back office, and it is user-friendly. Although it has huge integrations that are very, very powerful, I believe that one of the most powerful integrations that we have is definitely our security. I wanted to make sure that we have both interface security as well as a withdrawal back-end office security. So when you look at the actual security behind this, a lot of the companies, what they use is what's known like an actual CAPTCHA, where you put these squiggly letters and squiggly lines, and you have to decode it. And a lot of people have headaches with this stuff. So then you also have the Google Authenticator, which is a scan code and an application on your phone. We decided to go a little route that is a little easier for members to be able to use it, more user-friendly yet powerful. So we did SMS verification, which means whatever phone number you actually sign up with when you fill out your customer form, then you receive a text message with a 7-digit number. And that 7-digit number will change every single time you log in. It'll send you a new one instantly, and it'll also send you another one once you're trying to withdraw your funds. So it's a lot easier for people to be able to do that because it's a text with a 7-digit number, and you just punch it in whenever you're logging in, and it'll change. We have Neo Academy launching, which Neo Academy is for everyone to be on top of the entire knowledge of cryptocurrency and understand what it is, where it's growing, from governments taking it. For instance, a lot of people don't know that China in 2015 had mentioned that they were going to add the blockchain year into their calendar. That is huge. Now, China has also adopted the Neocoin as their blockchain of technology. They want to launch Neocoin and test it out for its gas and POS technology. So that is very important. And things like that too. So you guys could prepare yourselves and be ahead of the race when it comes to the knowledge of the cryptocurrency market and understand a little more about it. There's also the back-end email integration. I understand that a lot of companies, when they send mass emails, representatives or agents do not receive them because it goes directly to the spam. So we decided to put that in our own back-end office, so you don't have that problem. So you stay on top of every single news because it will always pop up in your back office as long as you log in. You'll know about it. And we've thought of a lot of different things to integrate this. It's a very, very powerful software. It's a highly efficient back-end office that keeps your business paperless. And although it has all these integrations, it is very, very user-friendly. Now, we're going to get into the actual compensation plan of Neo. And Neo has a hybrid binary as well as unit level compensation. Now, it is not a compensation plan that we just decided one day to say we're launching this and this is how it has to be. No, we definitely took our time, and the best notion that I could tell you this, to look at all the different companies and different compensation plans and different offerings that they had, for instance, services, as well as promotions, as well as ranks. How hard is it for a member to make money, all their breakage. And we designed our compensation plan very competitive to be able to keep up with the other big time companies, or in our sense, what we do believe is be the best opportunity in the world when it comes to cryptocurrency. And I am not afraid to say so because you guys could see it for yourselves. We offer different bonuses within our compensation plan. Our compensation plan will never pay in US dollar. It will only pay in cryptocurrency. You will have the options of earning 3 different types of cryptocurrencies to begin with, but there will be many more. For instance, we have the Neo bonus. We have the passive income, which is the mining. We have the binary bonus, leadership bonus, rank bonuses, and many more bonuses that will be released, obviously, in the long run of the company as the time comes, integrations into the back-end office. The software automatically will mix your binary with your unit level, which means you will earn from the same member depending where the placement is on the binary. If in the pay leg, you will receive 1 bonus there, and depending on your rank within the actual unit level in the company, you will receive another bonus from the same member that sold that service or purchased a service himself. And it is 100% integrated into our system to do this at a real life time. There is, as soon as the blockchain verifies the transfer of cryptocurrency to purchase the service, it will pop up in your back office. You receive that commission. If it is US dollar with Visa, MasterCard, Express, or any other merchants in that sense of US dollar, then you will receive it automatically right on time. The binary has a different compensation for the 3 different services that we offer. So you can see these services here. We have the NI, the NV, and the NX. And depending each cycle on a pair on the left and the right, you will receive the bonus of either $30 with the NI, pairing one on the left and one on the right, $150 pairing one on the left and the right when it comes to the NV, and $300 for the NX, one on the left, one on the right. Now, you will notice that it says CP, which is customer points, of course, and each CP is considered at $1 US equal to. The reason we use CP, once again, we did pass through a lot of regulations, and we definitely needed to put points in our system and not money, because that is something that the government has passed a law on. And so for understand that CP, 1 CP equals $1 US in our portal. That is the binary. Now, the binary can mix small packages with large packages. For instance, if someone sponsors an NI, which is a $350 service on the left, and they sponsor an NV, which is the $1,750 service on the right, the system will create that volume, and you will earn commissions based on your actual package, which means if you have the NI or the NV, the system will pay you on full binary commissions. Take, for instance, a NI could binary with the NV 5 times. Therefore, it'd pay you $30 times 5, which equals $150. The NI could pair with the NX 10 times to pay you $30 10 times, which the cycle binary would be 300. As well as the NV could pair with the NX 2 times, which would pay you 150 for a total of 300. So yes, binaries can match in different packaging, but remember the NI and NV will pay on full binary commissions, which means if there is 4 NIs on your left and 1 NV on your right, as soon as the next NI falls on your left leg to complete 5, it'll pay out the binary versus the NV for a total of $150. If you have the NX, you have 100% open. It will pay lifetime. You don't have no waits. You don't have no full binary. It could pay out at any time. As soon as they're coming in, you begin to earn. So that is the difference. You could upgrade by paying the difference from 350, the NI. If you want to upgrade, you pay 1,400, and then you have the package of NV. And once you have the package of NV, you could pay the difference of 1,750 for a total of 3,500 from the very first day you joined to have the NX. So you could move up as an upgrade. We have different positions. Everyone starts as an agent. To qualify yourself to earn in the unit level versus the binary, it takes two, one on your left, one on your right. In the unit level, as soon as you sponsor your third direct, you enter the bronze Neo position. You have now ranked to bronze. As a bronze, you're now earning $30 in the binary for each person who joins with the NI, one on the left, one on the right. And on top of that, you earn an additional $10 for each in the unit level if they weren't spillover. So it pays you 2 times. So you'd be earning $20, 10 for each, and an additional 30 in the binary. Now, for the NV, you earn 150 in the binary, and on top of that, as a unit level, you earn an additional 50. Or it could be 50-50 if there were 2 members that were in your network, not spillover. So it's paying you 2 times, as a unit level and as a binary. As also, the system will place all these members on a separate portion of the back office portal, so you could see your unit level, and a separate portal you'll see your binary. So it does not look all your just one binary. You can't figure it out. It's two different portals, same team, just different structure, binary, unit level. So you know that you're getting paid correctly based on your actual rank. As you promote to silver, you then begin to earn more. Now you're earning the 10 CP from your bronze Neo for the NIs. You're earning 50 CP from your NV in your bronze Neo code. And you're also earning 100 CP for the NX to unlimited levels. There is no cap on that, as well as the binary you're earning on top of that. And now you started your silver Neo rank code, which means you're earning an additional 25, an additional 125, and an additional 250 to unlimited levels on top of the binary. To promote to the next level, you're now opening your gold Neo rank, which means you have an additional 35, 175, 350, and this could go on to unlimited level, guys. There is no cap out. There is no maxing out in this portion of the company right here. This is called a coded bonus. Coded bonuses are designed to be able to create breakage for the company's survival, as well to be able to maximize the earnings for the field. This same compensation you're looking at right here, this portion, the coded bonus, was designed back in 1980s. A company called Excel Communications, who had a gentleman by his name Steve Smith, earning $4.5 million a month just out of one state of Texas in the deregulation of telecom. I personally met Steve Smith back in 2012 and heard his story. So whenever I wanted to look at a company and design an actual compensation plan, I seeked out the very best top earners in the world when it comes to networking, as well as a compensation plan. We've designed this compensation plan to compete. I do believe that just by Neomining launching this compensation plan, we will have other companies that are already soaring and running very strong change their entire blueprint because we came along. So you guys could get the vibe of the feel of the compensation. It is proven. It won't break. We've tried with software in designing as well as integration of masses implied into the network. It does not break, guys. It's ready for you guys. Now, to promote from agent to bronze, you need 3 directs. To promote from bronze Neo to silver Neo, you need to personally sponsor 3, as well as help 4 in that team promote to bronze Neo. That means anybody. It doesn't have to be your first 3. It could be their people or their people to wherever level. As long as 4 people in your team from your personal down tree promote to bronze, you promote to silver. As a silver, you sponsor 3 and help 4. Doesn't matter where they fall in your team. To promote to silver, that'll promote you to gold. Help 4 within your gold code, promote to gold, your current position, and that will promote you to platinum. And platinum is where you receive your shares if you're one of the founders. Platinum is also the pinnacle of our positions. We will open new positions as new people promote to these current ranks. So we have no one in platinum, no one in gold, no one in silver, guys. And these are the big time positions. This is the very beginning. Now, our belief in the company is we're not, and I'll say this personally, very direct to you guys, and you guys will get the notion and feel of that as you guys see the development of the company. If you guys are around to meet me in person, you'll get the vibe of what our entire look and feel comes from our back end, from our corporate office. 10% of our entire income within the company of the revenue is going to research and development. I am a firm believer that innovation distinguishes leadership from followers, and therefore we want to be very innovative with everything we do. And our research and development definitely will give us that extra push to be able to be at the very top of all these other cryptocurrency companies that are launching, that have launched, some that have been out for a while, which we know what we're up against, and we definitely are prepared. What we do want to say is we never want to feel like we've made it, and we never want to let the new kid on the block take a step further than we ever have. And in that case, research and development is something that will help us offer you the best service as well as the very best products. And I do have a very explosive product coming out here shortly in 2018, which will revolutionize the entire cryptocurrency industry. It is from Neo, and it definitely will be something that it doesn't matter if you're in the business or not, if you're in another company or you're just an investor in crypto, you're going to want to get your hands on this. And it's going to change the entire vision of all the rest of the companies that have been out already that have not thought about this, because we are going to come in and change that entire way they look at and do business. The 40% of the entire company's income flow is going to be into infrastructure. Infrastructure could be anywhere from the entire electrical system that the company has in the manufacturer, the entire, for instance, whenever you're talking about the farms, we definitely have filters with filtered windows, the exhaustion of the heat dissipation with the fans and the actual fans pulling in within the actual through the filters to keep the rigs nice and cool, so the hashes will be always at the point of overclocking and never down, to offer that service. And our infrastructure could also fall under the play of us being able to open a new location for the farms, which we definitely already have in place. And 50% of the entire company will go back into commissions. The commissions will be based for the field, as well as those that are hearing this and are part of this business, as well as the actual representative field, and much as the customers field as well. It also includes the employment within our company, and of course, the infrastructure will cover the actual utility bill, so that will come out of that portion. And as for the company does not collect money from any of this. Where do we collect the actual money? This is where our heart is within the company. My passion is not the generating of explosive company money income. That is not. I believe in this industry so much, guys, that our corporate as well, you'll see this on a very large scale. And I've explained our heart falls under that. We believe in cryptocurrency so much that everything that the company should have and paid out in revenue and so on and so forth is going to be back into building the farm, which means we will put more machines and more mining rigs for the company itself to create its own revenue. And that's where we will begin to be able to pull out the actual earnings of the company. The reason why I decided to be able to put it this way is because I believe that if there is 100,000 rigs ahead of the race, and I'm talking a huge, large scale in graphic card GPUs, when we're talking about tera hashes now, we'll definitely have the potential to grow international. Now, it has to start from day one. So what we did in this scenario is, if the company has the money where normally all the competitors, all the other companies would pull out that money to be able to pay their shareholders, their owners of the company, we decided to do otherwise, just reinvest that into the facility to be able to set up more mining rigs, which those mining rigs will produce cryptocurrency. There, in that sense, we will begin to capitalize as ourselves. We believe so much in the industry in that sense. Also, it prepares us for new customers to come in. In case of an actual rig being completely broken, or just in case anything happens, there's downtime for a rig. By us doing that, we could replace that rig and continue the flow of the company without any of the customers feeling or having to go to any downtime. I believe that is the smartest way to do the business, and it is sustainable, and it is a better plan. Therefore, that's why you notice the 10, 40, and 50% without mentioning the actual capital behind the business, which, of course, and excuse my phone ringing in the background. Give me 1 second here. By that means is what I am trying to say is we will be able to continue the growth of the company and be able to be sustainable. And I believe that that is the best plan. The corporate office is 100% excited about it. And guys, we are at the very beginning of this mining, and the mining of the rigs and everything. Some of you guys came out to corporate to view it. Some of you guys took your time to ask your questions. We proved in person how we set up the mining rig, how we mine, how fast it is with our software. And we put one mining machine into play in front of you. The key question is, do we have the actual potential to grow at a large scale? Do we have contracts to grow at a large scale? What are our plans with the electricity cost here in California, where our original farm is located? And what is our future plan? Well, here's the thing. I do have a contract with NVIDIA, Radeon, as well as Intel, and the number one actual production company in the United States to be able to deliver us anything that we need from our actual infrastructure. We have an actual tech team, which is amazing at what they do. Me personally, I have taken the time to run the integration and make the software that sets up our mining rigs in less than 1 minute. So it is very important for us to be able to have all that integrated, and we do. And our vision is definitely we will be opening the next farm in Iceland. Due to the low efficient, the cost of electricity, high-speed internet, below 32-degree climate, and territory. So we will definitely proceed for that. And everything is pretty much set in play, and we are feeling all the momentum. I know we have people here from across the world as well. I'm located in California, and I am the CEO of the company. I am one of the founders of the company as well. I have always envisioned a business that was equal. So we decided to make this the right way and do it the right way. And it was a headache to do so, guys. So I'm going to stop this sharing to go into detail of what we're going to go ahead and do next when it comes to the actual launching of the company. So here you're going to, I'm going to explain a little bit about what it's going to look like. As of right now, Neominetech.info is definitely has taken its time to do its due diligence and make sure that we have our own servers. We don't rent the server. We also are backing up the server with an actual online service of renting, of course, because if our server is down, the electricity goes out where our server stands in Silicon Valley, then what happens next? Where will we move forward to proceed for this server? Then we have a backup, therefore you will never notice the downtime. Second of all, it's fairly important for us to have complete control of our entire integrations through our own server. This way we could continuously add more things to the look and feel, the backend office, the portal, and you guys could experience that. Third of all is I am a fond believer that if we do our job at our very best, and if we're able to offer the services on due time and continue the growth of the company, once we get to the position and level that we have the entire facility going into Iceland, which is currently in works, then we're going to be able to grow this business in a level that has complete momentum. Now, until we get to that level, that's when a company hits 2% and begins to have critical mass. Until we get there, what we're going to do here is definitely start the mining services, and we will definitely offer the small package of $350 US dollar, which is easier to obtain and join. but the 1750 as well as the 3500 package, the NVNX, will only be purchased in Ethereum or Bitcoin. So this allows us to have a growth, but a sustainable growth, not that we cannot control it. But the simple bottom line is that we have to put in play our system at corporate office to be able to manage, and all the entire field as we grow. And people, you guys want to have a customer service. And I understand the importance of that. And in order to do that, there has to be people that are highly trained with questions that are going to be asked so they have the correct answers. So until we get that flow within our corporate, we then will release the entire packaging for US dollar or cryptocurrency. This way, anyone could join easily. And it is important for us, but by that being said, is that we have taken our time to think of everything that may go wrong, keeping in mind that we might have missed something that could go wrong. Therefore, we're prepared completely with this launch of the company. And I feel prepared. The corporate office feels prepared. Definitely NVIDIA. A lot of you guys follow me on social media. You guys seen me at the NVIDIA headquarters a few days ago to prepare ourselves for the massive movement as well as them. In order to the contract to say if we need to order 100,000 GPUs, how fast could we have those? And not here, but in Iceland, and things like that. So it feels good. This feels right. I will be eventually out on the travel road launching events with every single one of you guys. As of right now, what I wanted to do is show the presentation of the company, since a lot of people are asking, so you can see what's coming. This week is definitely the week we go live, and you will see in the actual back office and in the actual portal of the Neominetech.info the countdown, and you will be able to pre-register and position yourself, and the official launch of the company will happen. And during the soft launch, you will receive commissions, full commissions based on every part of our integrations in our back-end office compensation. But the actual mining will start 30 days from the actual soft launch. So keep that in mind. And if you guys have any questions, I am going to open the actual lines here so you guys could ask questions, and we'll go from there. Now, give me 1 second while I do this right here. Okay, 1 second. Give me 1 second while I do this. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody have a question? Anybody have any questions? Before we start, the next conference will be right after this in Spanish. No questions? Okay, guys. Well, if you guys have no questions, thank you for your time. We will definitely be connecting, and you guys have a blessed night, and looking forward to meeting you guys in person soon. And we're going to begin the Spanish meeting here in the next 10 minutes.